this event. I'm looking forward to it. We are.
Anyone else on
Thor, but I think Seth is going to try to round up another headset. Okay. Technically this afternoon, so that's what he's going to do.
Okay. I did bring a headset, but if he's got one, I just grabbed this in school material and I can stay right here.
Sure. Okay, good. Well,
because otherwise, if Thor wasn't, I was like, well,
yeah. No,
I'll chime in when I can.
Yeah, but no, I like. I know you like having a headset, and I like having a headset.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Well, I went through the first half of the girls, and I was like, okay, I'm already safe. This is crap. I know, but it's comfortable too. Like, been around the camera, like, I don't know a lot, but like, say, I might throw out a few. If he's got if there's a mic on.
If there's a mic.
And if not, it's nice and delicious.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm better now.
So let's just
you have a third headset or not? Okay.
I have a headset, but I don't. There's stereo. The only outlets left are stereo, so I have to get a stereo to a mono, and then I need a quarter inch to 3.5, and I don't have either one. So I don't have any adapters I can get. I have a couple headphones, but I can't find a way to get them. So
Don't go anywhere.
okay.
I'll let you put this in your pocket. All right. So if there's a low reaction or Tuesday's game is not here. We got a few players who are
I did, yeah.
So make sure that
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, because the two, once I plug in their splitter into the phones one, that's so the two other ones that are there, there's a stereo out and a monitor out, but they're both left and right. So you have to get something to downrig into a mono, which I have, but then I didn't have the quarter inch 3.5 mono. So, yeah, it works good. And then it's any old headphones will work, you know, with that. So, yeah. Good. Yeah. Glad you had those. Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. All the audio.
putting criminal lines on that.
Yeah.
I'm good, thank you. start until we're ready. Until I'm ready.
Okay.
Give me a second here. Yeah, if you can, yeah. When you're ready, put my headset on. I'll pan over. Start the game?
Yeah.
30 seconds here, whatever it looks like. Sounds good.
Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Freeman High School for some girls basketball action here on a nice Friday night. Jeremy Waltner, joined again by Thor Onison, senior at Freeman High School. Evan Waltner, man on the camera again. And, yeah, we're looking forward to getting this going. Before we talk about tonight's game, want to just talk a little bit about Tuesday night. Kind of a fun, memorable moment for the Flyers. 2,000-point scores crowned the same night.
Yes, it was so awesome to watch that happen. The boys got to sit out here and watch Riley get her 1,000th, and then obviously we got to see David get his 1,000th as well. It was just a really special moment for Freeman and both teams, I think. Nothing builds morale, something like 1,000 points.
Riley Peters, of course, the standout junior. David Walter, the standout sophomore. Energizing for the program, energizing for those teams, energizing for teammates like you. You've been playing with David a couple of years, and it had to be fun for you to see him get that on that three-pointer late in the game. The bench was pretty loud.
Yes, of course. It was awesome to see that. That was really his last opportunity to get it that night. He put up that three, and he absolutely drilled it, and that was really electric for our team.
I'm really curious. I've never heard of 2,000-point scores on the same night, that happening on the same night. I mean, what are the odds? It's just the stars have to align, right?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely not very likely.
Yeah, really, really cool moment. I was talking to Coach Unruh, segueing here into the game. I was talking to Coach Unruh a little bit before the game here and about where this girls' team is at and in terms of energy and momentum, and certainly the Peters 1,000-point definitely contributes to that. But they've been playing some pretty good basketball. Coach said they had a really good practice yesterday. You know, what have you seen the last week and a half from these Freeman girls?
I've seen a lot of passion and I've seen a lot of energy. Lots of just wanting to play basketball and wanting to win games. And that is really powerful for a team in its spot.
Yeah. Good news for the Flyers. They're healthy for the first time in a couple of weeks. Estelle Waltner, you know, she's still dealing with 2 ankle injuries now. But she's going to play tonight. You know, she said it's not going to impact her. She's still going to play hard because she doesn't know how to do anything else but play hard. Libby Ammon obviously suffered a concussion back on January 20 against Centerville. She's back. She was back Tuesday night, and then Claire Loughborough suffered a concussion against Centerville last week, I believe it was as well. And so she's back as well. So Freeman healthy for the first time in some time. They're going to need it. They're going to need to bring everything they've got tonight against a really good Colman-Egan team.
Yeah, for sure. This team is powerful. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, they got some players. They're 14-0. As of tonight, the only undefeated team in all of Class B. Lyman shared that distinction with them earlier. Lyman lost today to a really good team out of Sioux City by 20 points, I think. So, so Colman-Egan, you know, they're playing with something to prove. They want to show that they're 14-0 for a good reason. A couple of really good players to keep an eye on from Colman-Egan tonight. Brindley Landis, senior guard, She's coming in at 5'8". You know, she's their spark plug out there. She's a Dordt University commit. She can play. They got 2 really good freshman guards to keep an eye on as well. Macy Volker, Maya Reef, freshman forward at 6 foot. And the other freshman in the starting lineup is Jolie Flanton. She's a guard standing at 5'8". So Freeman's definitely going to have to bring their A game. The ball's going to have to go down. Both teams are going to use their defense and rely on their defense to turn into transition basketball. That's the way both of these teams play. I talked to head coach Josh Flatten, Colman-Egan, first year on the job there, and he said Colman-Egan can get up and down just like Freeman can get up and down, and he's expecting a good game, so it should be a lot of fun, Thor.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to go ahead and break for just a couple of minutes, about 4.5 minutes until national anthem and starting lineup, and we'll be back at tip, and we'll talk some more girls basketball. Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would ask that you would please stand as we pay honor to America. Please close your cap or hat. Place your right hand over your heart. Veterans in active duty military not in uniform may salute the flag. As FHS Junior Jocelyn Lee sings our national anthem. Thank you, Jonathan. Beautiful and quality. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Freeman Public School and tonight's girls basketball action between the visiting Colman-Egan Hawks and our very own Freeman Flyers. We would like to welcome all the Hawks fans. Here are the starters for the Hawks. A guard, a 5'8" senior, number 4, Brindley Landis. A guard, a 5'8" freshman, number 5, Jolie Platten. A guard, a 5'6" junior, number 14, Quinn Meyer. A forward, a 5'7" sophomore, number 21, Macy Bolter. And a forward, a 6' freshman, number 30, Maya Lynch. The Hawks are coached by John Platt, assisted by Steve Fowler and Josh Bolter. Our little flyers of the game tonight, we have two of them. The first one is Braylon Weir. She is in 4th grade at Freeman Public Elementary, and the daughters of Kyle and Taylor Weir. Our second one is Hadley Van Ziel. Hadley also is in 4th grade at Freeman Elementary. She is the daughter of Chandra and J.R. Van Ziel. At this time, they will present the officials with the game ball and help out with player introductions. Good job, girls. First, for the Flyers, the cheerleaders. Samantha Belanti, Samuel Belanti, Anj Kamanda, Sayir Takola, and Tadel Lalanda. The cheer coaches are Taylor Franson and Amy Sorensen. Starting for the Flyers, a guard, a 5'1" 8th grader, number 1, Aubrey Cheddar. A guard, a 5'5" senior, number 5, Beta Hammond. A guard, a 5'8" junior, number 14, Caden Coker. A guard, a 5'9" junior, number 20, Riley Peters. And a forward, a 5'10" senior, number 23, Estelle Waltner. The Flyers are coached by Austin Hundley, assisted by Kent Miller and Jenny Peters. Our officials for tonight's game are Mr. Jeff Larson, Mr. Casey Cody, and Mr. Parker Bailey. Our game administrator is Sherry Mata.
All right, set to go for Freeman Colman-Egan girls basketball on a nice Friday night. That's Estelle Waltner. She's a senior jumping up for the Flyers. And for the Hawks, Maya Reef. She's that freshman forward standing in at 6 foot. Freeman's going to control the ball out of the gate. We're expecting a pretty up-tempo game here. Both of these girls both of these teams play the game this very similar way. Coach Flatten from Colman-Egan told me he's expecting a good one. So we'll see. Freeman's going to have to bring their A game.
It looks fast right out of the gate. Lots of physical play, lots of running, lots of motion.
Yeah, we're gonna see that all night long, no question about it. Colman-Egan starting a senior, a junior, a sophomore, and 2 freshmen. Flyers have 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and an 8th grader out there, and Aubrey Cheddar. Freeman can get points from a lot of girls. It's just a question of who gets hot on any particular night. I suppose that's true of any team.
It truly can happen with any player on this team, though. Any girl can get hot. Anyone can really be a true contributor for this team.
Absolutely. They had 4 girls in double figures a couple weeks ago and 3 in double figures Tuesday night in a nice win. Coach Unruh knows that the girls just have to play loose. They have to play good defense. They cannot fear the moment. That's one thing that he told them in his pregame is don't fear the moment. Play loose, play intense, play free, go compete with the best because Colman-Egan is one of the best teams in Class B basketball coming in at number 4. And as I said in the pregame, the only undefeated team in all of Class B right now.
It's a good pass.
Yeah, nice finish by Waltner there. Keep an eye on her again. She's playing with 2 banged up ankles. Both of those braced up nice. So good ball movement.
Deep 3 there.
Yeah, that's Brindley Landis. Freeman holding the 3-0 lead here early on. 6.5 to play in the first quarter. There's Peters, gets inside. Can't quite finish. Some contact there, no whistle.
Some solid press coverage.
Yeah, that's Jolie Flatten there on the 3-pointer. Ties it up at 3. Freeman out in transition. Ammon, good job at drawing contact there. She's going to go to the line for 2.
Lots of transition work for both these teams in these first 2 minutes. It's just been fast-paced basketball.
Probably not going to see the shot clock dip below 10 seconds on very many possessions this game.
Now we're seeing a little bit of slow offense.
Yeah, we are. Freeman's settling into their defense here a little bit. Nice little feed from the freshman post player. No whistle. Freeman back in transition now. That's Cadence Hofer bringing the ball down. That's Aubrey Cheddar. She likes that shot from the perimeter, and she can hit them. 7-3 early, 5.5 to play in the first quarter. Aubrey Cheddar, just an 8th grader coming in.
It's not just her that likes that shot. It's the entire team that likes that shot.
Absolutely they do. Nice help defense there by Riley Peters. Forces a turnover. Good start for Freeman here.
This is exactly the kind of hot start you want against a team like this.
You know, when Centerville came to town a couple of weeks ago, I think Freeman wanted to come in and make a statement against a really good team. And, you know, they had a bad stretch in the first quarter that sort of cost them in that game. And I think they like that back. And I think they're maybe looking at this as maybe a little bit of a redemption game. In and out for Peters. Peters knocks it away, but it's coming back down Hawks basketball.
Peters is averaging 15.8 points per game, the Flyers' leading scorer. Just an absolute spark plug for this team for sure. Just got her 1,000th point on Tuesday night.
Yeah, just an all-around great athlete she is. Cheddar whistled for the foul. She came over to help. Reef at the top of the key, directing traffic there. She'll settle back into her place at the post. Again, Reef, 1 and 2 very good freshmen in this starting lineup. Nice little feed there. Beautiful transition. Not transition, but just a nice cut and a nice recognition there by Landis to find her.
It's just exactly how you draw it up right there.
Yeah, execution entry hit the Cadence Hofer with a deep three. 7-5 now, 4:06 to play. Riley with a nice steal and layup. 9-5 now, 4 minutes left.
Good trap there.
Good team basketball there. Reef draws contact, finishes. She's going to go to the line. Colman-Egan just one step ahead of the Flyers there on that possession. Waltner corrals a rebound. She's close to double figures in rebounds for the season.
Averaging 8.3.
Yeah.
Close to a double-double on the season average.
There's nice transition basketball again from Colman-Egan. That's Jolie Flatten on the and one. She's a freshman guard. She'll go to the line now. 9-9, 3:32 to play in the first quarter. Colman-Egan's got a little momentum back now. It's maybe a situation where Freeman maybe wants to actually slow things down, because Colman-Egan has proven that they are a very good transition basketball team early on here. Cheddar on the board. Peters can't connect off back iron there. Nice strong offensive rebound by Veda Ammon. 1 of 2 seniors on the team. She can't connect. Again, Freeman's going to need those shots to fall if they want to be in this game. Maya Reef can't connect. Nice offensive board there. Doesn't go. Waltner with another board. Ooh, she may have double dribbled there. No call. Flyers got away with one.
They're letting them play early on. There's been a lot of contact, a lot of physicality.
I like it.
I like it too. I think it makes for a good basketball game.
Absolutely. 2 good teams. These refs probably recognize that.
Yes.
These are 2 good teams. Let's just let them play.
Mm-hmm.
Colman-Egan is going to take possession off the jump ball. 9-9, 2:45 to play first quarter. Freeman with a multiple possession lead early on. Colman-Egan has done a nice job of running their offense and getting some good shots. There's that Freeman defense again. There's Aubrey Cheddar on the break. How does she do that?
That is a fantastic layup right there.
She's so good around the basket. For just an 8th grader, great nose for the basketball, great defender, plays with a lot of passion. 11-9 now, approaching 2 minutes in the first quarter. Again, Colman-Egan now working the ball around, trying to crack this Freeman defense. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Jolie Flatten can't connect. Freeman with possession. Freeman like a little more separation again. There's Riley Peters inside. Gets her own board. Can't handle the ball. Colman-Egan back in transition now. That's Quinn Mayer with a nice little move. Can't quite connect it.
Having to get the ball in the hoop goes both ways in this game. There's been a lot of mistakes early on.
There have. Peters directing traffic there.
As well as lots of good defense. Ten
10 seconds on the shot clock now. Ammon has it partially blocked. Shot clock is still, Peters gets the cleanup work done. 13-9 now, a minute 5 to play.
I think we'll just call that a pass from him. And how about that?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Well, Freeman looks good early on here. Both of these coaches, I think their game plan is let's use defense to create our offense, and we're really actually seeing that right now.
There's been lots of steals, lots of just working hard on the defensive end of the ball, and that's what wins you games.
You mentioned Riley Peters coming in at just under 16 points per game. Freeman's actually got three girls who are averaging double figures. Veda Ammon coming in at 11.6 points per game. Cadence Hofer at 10.5 points per game. The thing about Riley and Veda, though, is both of those players are equally as good away from the ball. Both coming in with 4 steals per game and 2 assists per game. So they're very active all across the court. Coach Unruh uses his first sub. That's Rieslyn Hofer. She's a freshman guard coming in, younger sister of Cadence Hofer. Under a minute left now, first quarter. Colman-Egan's going to slow this down, try to control tempo. Nice little up and under there by number 5, Joldy Flatton. Again, she's one of 2 freshmen in the starting lineup. Aubrey whistled for the double dribble. Colman-Egan can tie it now. They're down 13-11, 36 seconds to play. Just about a second difference between game shot and shot clock and game clock, that is.
Freeman's moved into zone defense, it looks like.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches adjust to what they're seeing here after the first quarter. Freeman looks like they're going to hold for the last shot. That's Peters controlling the game. Right idea. I don't know if Cadence Hofer just didn't see it. Looked like she had a clear path to the basket if that connects.
Just a bit of miscommunication there. It happens.
Coach Unruh going to sit Peters here the last 9 seconds of this quarter. That's Riley Timmerman coming in. Timmerman coming in as a freshman. 6 seconds to play now. Really nice designed play there, just couldn't quite finish. 13-11, Flyers lead after the first quarter. What'd you see, Thor?
I think that last play is really indicative of what this first quarter has been like for Colman-Egan. Lots of self-inflicted mistakes, lots of, close misses. I think both teams have a lot that they could improve on right now, but the Flyers are in a good position right now, I'd say.
Yeah, probably about as good a start as you could ask for from Freeman. I know they missed some shots that they probably want back, but they're proving that they belong in the gym with this really good Colman-Egan team. And to your point, what we saw there on the last possession from Colman-Egan, yeah, they didn't execute the shot, but they clearly see the court very well. They play together really well as a team. Good passing and just some athleticism out there.
Yes, for sure. Just togetherness. That's what it's all about in basketball, I think. It all comes down to that. And you can make a team that isn't necessarily a state tournament caliber team, and if they play together, you can win any game. And this is already a team that has a lot of talent and a lot of togetherness, and they could go a long way.
Coach Unruh said one of the keys to the game is staying out of foul trouble for Freeman, and so far so good. I mean, they played a pretty clean first quarter there. That's not really an issue right now. Freeman will possess the ball first here as the second quarter gets underway.
Lots of methodical offense right here.
Peters called for the foul, battling for that rebound after missing the shot. The Flyers have proven to be a better second half team than they have first half, especially late here in some more recent games. And so, to that end, if they can keep it close and give themselves a shot in the third, fourth quarter, they can win this thing. That's another and one for Colman-Egan. That's Quinn Meyer drawing contact from Estelle Waltner. She's going to go to the line. I think that's the third and one we've seen from the Hawks.
If you can get those just little extra points, that can go a long way in a game like this.
Yeah.
Where it's going to be close. It's going to be physical.
13-13 now. Meyer hoping to give the Hawks their first lead of the game, and she does at 14-13, 7:20 to play in the half. Let's see how Freeman responds now. Libby Ammon in, the sophomore off the bench. Ammon maybe got away with a little bit of a push there on that penetration. Hawks defense making Freeman work hard. There's Hofer pulling up from downtown, and she connects. That's a big three. 16-14 now, 6:54 to go. Hofer coming off a nice game on Tuesday night. Hawks turn it over. It's going to go back Freeman's way. Freeman can find a way to score here. They're going to reestablish some momentum.
Yes, for sure. Kind of feels like one of those possessions where you just need to get a score, need to get something going.
Absolutely. Good help side defense there, causes the turnover. Here are the Hawks in transition now.
Deep pull.
Landis can't connect.
You can tell that this team trusts her to make that shot more often than not.
She's coming off a 5 for 6 3-point shooting percentage from yesterday's game. Nice move from Ammon off the bench there. That's Libby Ammon, younger sister of Veda. 18-14 now Freeman, 5:40 to play. Flyers getting contributions from a lot of different girls right now. A little bit like the boys, they're just really well balanced. You never know who's going to score on any given moment. Multiple players can go for double figures at any game. Nice little ball movement there, beautiful little layup there. That was Brynlee Landis. 18-16 now, 5:10 to play.
Just trying to slow it down. It's what's been working against this team most of this game. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Again, this isn't Freeman's normal game. Nice play by Riley Peters. She's pumped up. She's fired up. The girls are fired up. Yeah, to your point, though, I think Freeman's realizing pretty quickly, look, let's just go ahead and settle into our half court here. Mm-hmm. We can crack the code. Forces the Hawks into a timeout now with 4:45 to play. Again, Colman-Egan coming in 14-0. A lot of their wins have been by large margins. 10 of those wins, 20-plus points. 8 of those wins, 30-plus points. Coming off a 22-point win against Esteline Henricks yesterday. So, that doesn't happen by accident. These girls are obviously talented, obviously well-coached, and a first-year head coach in Josh Flatten. Number 4 in Class B.
And their marquee win came against West Central, an A team that is receiving votes in January by 2. That shows that you can win a close game with a lot of grit.
Colman-Egan plays in Region 3B. They're obviously at the top of the standings there. 15-0, excuse me. I think I said 14-0, but they are 15-0. Tough region. Chester's sitting there 14-2. Ethan is third, 13-1, and Sanborn Central Woonsocket at 12-3. And then you got St. Mary's in there at 11-5. So that's crowded at the top. There's some good teams that aren't going to get out of that region. Here's Peters now looking to extend Freeman's lead. And she does. 21-16 now, 4:45 to play. Colman-Egan doing a good job of some pretty quick passing here against a very, very aggressive zone defense here. Can't connect on the 3. That's Cheddar out on the break. Looks like Freeman has some numbers. But can't quite get that one to fall. Cheddar can't. Here comes back Colman-Egan the other way. Nice little up and under there by, that was Quinn Meyer. Got around Cadence Hofer there for the bucket. 21-18 now, 4 minutes to play in the first half. Entertaining first half for sure.
Thought about pulling that one.
She did. I thought she was going to. Now she will. And she connects. 24-18. Veda Ammon gets in the action now.
Can't ask for a much better shot than that.
Yeah, and if she gets hot, look out.
We saw her get hot on Monday night against Avon. 4 threes in the first half.
Yeah, really set the tone for that game. That was a big win against Avon. Another good Region 4B team. Coach Underhill wants an offensive foul. He's not going to get it. That's Peters corrals the rebound. Freeman's got numbers. Nice little feed up ahead to Cadence Hofer, and she will connect on the layup. 26-18 now. 8-point lead for Freeman. Their biggest of the game. 3 minutes to play in the first half.
Aggressive defense by Aubrey Cheddar there.
Yeah, and that draws an offensive foul there. That's Landis whistled for the call. Freeman's going to go back down with a chance to make this a 10-point game, or 11, the way they can shoot the ball. And they almost did it. 2 good looks, just didn't fall. That was Ammon and Cheddar both missed on the triples. Freeman, excellent defense, causing all sorts of disruptions there. Peters is going to want to slow this down now.
It just seemed like a little out of control there for a second. But now Flyers back in the driver's seat of this possession.
Smart to recognize that from Peters there. Hofer can't quite connect. Nice box out there from Jolie Flatten there to draw the contact. Freeman, a couple really good opportunities there to make this a double-digit lead, and just can't quite get the job done.
That's Ammon's second. Might be out for the rest of the second quarter.
Yeah, that's likely. Again, Coach Hunter was a little concerned about possibly foul trouble. That's Aubrey Cheddar. Really scrappy play out ahead to Reese and Hofer. Another missed possession there, another missed opportunity, that is. Let's see if Colman-Egan can capitalize. Quinn Meyer can't connect on the three-pointer. Nice job by by Aubrey Cheddar there to sort of close out the Colman-Egan girl and prevent her from getting that rebound. Smart heads-up play for the 8th grader.
It just feels like Colman-Egan isn't used to playing this type of basketball. They're not used to trying to come back against the team. They're so good that they have all these 20-point wins, 10 wins over 20 points to be exact, and they're so used to just beating teams out of the gym.
Yeah, Freeman's defense really the story of this first half. They're doing a nice job of holding a good team to, well, as of now, 18 points. I mean, this Colman-Egan team, they can put up 60, 70 points pretty easily, and they have. Good, strong offensive board by the freshman there. Nice way to battle and get that back up to make it 26-20 game with a minute to play. Freeman does not want Colman-Egan to get the momentum here in this final minute. If there was ever a time to control tempo, this is it. Colman-Egan fans wanted to travel.
Oh, good
nice
move.
That's nice. That's Riley Peters at her best right there. We see that a lot out of the junior. Again, 1,000-point scorer, standout athlete in a lot of different sports. .22 seconds now to play in this first half. Riley Timmerman checking back in for Freeman now for Riley Peters. 28-20, 18.5 to play. Shot clock off now. 13 seconds.
That's the kind of shot you want.
Yeah, Reef's really good down there. What did I talk about momentum here? 28-22, end of the first half, and extremely entertaining first half at that. Well, 10 minutes until we pick up action. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back on the mic. Again, Jeremy Waltner for Thor Anundsen and Evan Waltner on the camera. Thanks for tuning in. All right, fans, we're back for another 16 game minutes of basketball action. Freeman hosting Colman-Egan. Really nice first half. Let's just run down the leaders. Riley Peters leading the Flyers with 9 points. Aubrey Cheddar, Veda Ammon, Cadence Hofer each with 5. That's what we saw in the first half, right? Really good job of spreading the ball around and finding different girls who can score.
Yes, for sure. It just all looked controlled on the Flyers' end of the court.
For the Hawks, Jolie Flatten leading the way with 7 points. Maya Reef has 6, and Quinn Meyer coming in at 5. So kind of a quiet half for their standout, Brinley Landis, but I don't expect that's going to stay quiet the second half. I think she's probably going to heat up at some point.
You have to contain a great player like her. You have to make sure that she's taking off-balance shots, just shots that you wouldn't take on your own end of the court is the shots that you want her to take.
What do you have for totals from Freeman for that first half?
I have Veda, Aubrey, and Cadence all lead the way with 1 3-point shot. Riley has 4 2-point makes. Riley also leads the way with 5 rebounds. Aubrey and Riley both have 2 assists, and Aubrey and Cadence both have 2 steals. The team has 5 total steals, which is really impressive for half basketball.
Yeah, that definitely accounts for the 28-22 lead that Freeman is enjoying. They have led by as many as 8. They did have a chance to get that back up to up to 10, and they couldn't capitalize on that. We're going to pause now and let Paul Whitney take over here.
The JV girls will start at 4 o'clock, followed by the JV boys, varsity girls, varsity boys. On Friday of next week, the girls will be at the DWU Culver's Classic. They will play Gettysburg at 9 o'clock in the morning. On Saturday, the boys are also in the Dakota Wesleyan Classic. They will play Wall at 4:30.
If you heard the public address announcer, he noted that the Freeman girls will play in the Dakota Wesleyan University Classic on Friday against Gettysburg at 9 a.m. Coach Unruh told me when the matchups were announced he was not happy with that draw. He felt like it was kind of a dig. And I don't blame him. Freeman's too good of a team to have a 9 a.m. draw. But it is what it is. Getting set to go in the second half now. Coach Unruh said one of the keys to the game, and we talked about it, was going to be shooting the ball. He said whoever shoots the ball better is probably going to win this game. And that's kind of what it's looking like from our perspective as well.
To your point, I think having the opportunity to go into the Corn Palace at 9 a.m. and prove a point is exactly what these girls want to do. They want to go in there and make a statement.
Yeah, they're definitely motivated to prove the committee wrong who made those pairings. Freeman creates a nice empty possession to start the game. Peters draws the double team, and that's Cadence Holford travels. Both teams come up empty on their first possessions of the second half. On this Saturday night, not Friday night. I said Friday earlier. My mother corrected me. Thank you, Mother. I think both teams are discovered pretty quickly that they'd be wise maybe just to settle into a half-court offense rather than try to run the ball up and down the court.
Colman-Egan's half-court offense looks very different than Freeman's, though. Colman-Egan uses a lot of skip passes, a lot of long passes, and just a lot more movement than Freeman does. Freeman looks for threes and just makes the easy pass, and I think that's what's helped them a lot in this game.
28-22 lead, 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Shot clock running down for Colman-Egan now. They're going to need to get it off, and they do. Aubrey Cheddar corrals a rebound. Estelle Waltner thought about it. She's looking for her first points of the game. That's Aubrey Cheddar, gets to the bucket and connects. Nice little play from the 8th grader there. 30-22 now. They're going to call Cheddar on the hand check there.
It feels kind of like an out-of-place foul in a game that's been very physical so far.
Yeah, I had the same thought, Thor. I'm surprised they didn't just swallow their whistle there, but good help defense there by Peters to knock the ball away. Good ball control there, just can't quite connect there. That was Landis. Again, she's looking to get going. Peters controls a loose ball. That ball was probably tipped. Guess not. Just a miss.
Certainly looked like it was tipped.
30-22, approaching 6 minutes now to play in the third. Colman-Egan looking for their first points of the second half. Jolie Flatten finds them for the Hawks. 30-25 now.
Those are the type of shots that they're going to need to make in the second half to win this game. Both teams, for that matter.
100%. Cheddar with a little floater, can't quite get it to fall. Hawks down the other way now. Landis still can't connect. Hawks control the rebound. They'll get another opportunity to cut into this 5-point lead. That's Ammon on the steal.
Big skip pass.
Nice hustle play by Peters there, showing her athleticism. Deep three from Peters. That's Quinn Meyer. She's just going to slow things down now. Good defense by Waltner there on Reeves. Another offensive board.
She has been very powerful inside so far, getting lots of offensive rebounds, getting lots of good looks underneath the basket. She's really been their spark plug so far.
Yeah, and she can play on the perimeter too, so good freshman. Good freshman in Maya Reef. There she is again. Crowd doesn't like it for good reason. That was just good help defense by Peters. They whistled her for the foul. Coach Unruh doesn't like it either. Sideline warning on Coach Unruh.
He even stayed in his box this time.
Again, as much as they just let him play in the first half, these fouls are just really surprising.
Yes, for sure.
4:13 to play, 30-25 Freeman lead. Peters just needs to be careful now. She doesn't want to get another foul.
Good steal by Aubrey Cheddar there.
She had Waltner on the other side of the lane. Maybe an ill-advised shot there, but it's going to stay Freeman basketball. (30-25), still Freeman lead. Hofer from the perimeter. Peters is going to knock it out of bounds, so it's going to go back Hawks' way.
Aggressive press by the Flyers here.
Yeah, they're going to rely on that defense to help keep them in the lead. Whoa. Boy. Freeman not getting the calls in the last couple possessions. The crowd doesn't like it. Landis in the lane, gets fouled. Kind of a weird start to the second half. A little sloppy, a little sluggish, just
not the same energy from the first half that we saw from both these teams.
It feels that way. It feels like they're just maybe both playing a little bit timid. Maybe they recognize what's at stake here. I don't know, but you get the feeling that Colman-Egan is chomping at the bit to get the lead back. 30-26 now. 3:32 to play in the third. Landis 1 of 2. There's another offensive rebound for the freshman. There's Landis again, drives inside, and this time she connects. 30-28 now. Freeman lead. Freeman's held the lead this entire game. They had led by as many as 8.
Usually not the order you get the three-point play in. The free throw first and then the 2.
Correct.
But works the same way.
Cheddar misses again. That's Landis now on the break. Colman-Egan playing with some momentum now.
Another Cheddar steal.
She's everywhere. Freeman needs a bucket just for confidence, if nothing else. Of course, they take the points. Cheddar does a nice, Peters, does a nice job of getting inside there. Very physical player. 32-28 now, 2:44 to play. Freeman needed that.
They've shot a lot of threes in this game, and only a couple have gone in.
Yeah. Neither team shooting the ball particularly well.
It feels like a part of their identity that they're missing in this game, and you can definitely feel the absence, and you can tell that something is wrong for this Colman-Egan team.
And is it, you wonder, is it just a bad matchup against these Flyers? I don't know. They're maybe just seeing the style of defense they haven't seen before. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ammon can't connect. Good block out there by Landis to corral the ball. That's Macy Volker calling her name for the first time. That's a nice layup. 32-30 now. Minute 38 left in the third quarter. Hawks right there. Not a lot of touches for Estelle Waltner this game. There's one. And a nice block there by Jolie Flatten on Waltner.
They're going to say it's off Peters.
Minute 21 to go. Hawks now looking to tie this game, maybe take the lead. Peters comes out, presumably for the last minute 21 and a half of the quarter, excuse me.
Through this third quarter, the Hawks have been just chipping away at that deficit. They can tie it up or take the lead here.
Nice little give and go. Cheddar causing problems there. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Reeve can't connect. That's a Landis just came over and just took that ball away from Ammon. Looked like Ammon had position to get the rebound, just couldn't bring it in. She's going to come out now. Peters back in. 51 seconds to play. 32-30. Freeman leading. Again, they've led this entire game.
That's our third. That's something to watch for the fourth quarter.
Good help side defense creates a turnover. Here's Peters leading the break now. Just muscles her way in there. Going to call a block. She's going to go to the line. Again, Peters had Waltner on the other side of the lane there. Just didn't find her. Kind of a quiet night for Waltner. 33-30 now, 40 seconds to play. Riesel and Hofer checks in for Waltner. Peters makes both of her free throws.
It's a big 2 points right there to take that 2-possession lead.
Absolutely. Again, every time the Hawks are right there, Freeman just finds a way to score the points when they need to score the points. That was a nice cut and a nice feed there. That's Macy Volker, her 4th point of the game. She's going to go to the line. 34-32, 19.4 to play. Reef battles for the rebound, tied up to create the jump ball. Freeman's going to maintain possession here with 16.8 seconds to play, leading 34-32. Checking the game clock. Officials want it back to 16.6, which it is. And here we go.
You don't see a stoppage like that very often.
Don't. 10 seconds now to play. 5 seconds now. Peters can't quite get that little runner to fall. It's 34-32 with 8 minutes to play.
We've got a good one here.
We got a good one. This has been a fun game. Freeman's led the entire way against number 4 Colman-Egan, 15-0. Again, Freeman coming in at 13 and. Hang on, I got to get this right.
11-4.
Yes, thank you, Thor. Yeah, Freeman coming in 11-4. Winners of 4 in a row. Coach Unruh needs to be happy. He should be happy at the effort his girls are putting forth, certainly on the defensive end. And for a team that likes to score in transition, we haven't seen a lot of it tonight.
No. And I think that says a lot about this Freeman team, that they can play a whole bunch of different games at the same time and just be a different team, not in a bad way, in a good way, and be able to play a whole bunch of different styles. It says a lot about the toughness of this team and how they can persevere throughout the course of a game.
Coach Unruh has said before that, transition basketball will win you a lot of games against average to below average teams. When you play a good team like Colman-Egan, you want to have an effective half-court offense. And I think he's been working with the girls, pretty intentionally on that, and I think it's paying off tonight. I mean, again, we haven't led. Freeman has not trailed, excuse me. That's off of Reef's hands coming down Freeman's way. You get the feeling that every possession matters now, right?
Yes, for sure. There's a tension in this gym right now.
Cheddar, the 8th grader, bringing the ball down. Good penetration there by Hofer. Ammon can't handle the ball, but she maintains possession. Again, there's this half-court offense we were talking about. A lot of girls touching the ball. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Waltner trying to draw contact, can't do it. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Waltner just bottled up in there by Reef. She just didn't have anywhere to go with it. Tried to draw the foul. There was contact, but no whistle. $7:15 to play now, 34-32 Freeman. That's Flatten controlling the point. Again, she's a freshman. Another big board there by Reef. It's going to jump. It's going to come back to Freeman.
Even that jump ball feels like a big turn for the Flyers.
It does. Freeman with their starting 5 out there. Hofer from the top of the key. Big shot at the right time for Cadence Hofer. 37-32 now, 6:35 to play. That's her second 3 of the night.
You could not ask for a better time for a big 3 like that than right now.
100%. Extends the lead to a 5-point advantage. That's Peters and Volker get tied up there with the ball. It's going to stay Hawks ball. 6:18 to play. "12 seconds on the shot clock now. Nice cut and a nice give. Good ball movement, and they capitalize on it. That's Reef inside. 37-34 now, approaching 6 minutes to play. Good response from the Hawks there. They needed that. And Cheddar tried to use the glass, just too strong. Cheddar's going to get whistled for the foul there. Yeah, Peters just kind of found herself suddenly wide open there in the lane and didn't know what to do, and she tried to put it off the glass, and she kind of got caught in between there.
And that'll happen. Weird, difficult situations happen in basketball like that often.
Right.
That runner off the glass is a difficult shot.
Again, a nice cut and a nice pass and a nice finish there. Colman-Egan, they're getting in some rhythm there with their transition. Really, they're finding seams. The girls are finding each other. That's Quinn Meyer, junior guard. She can tie it up. Colman-Egan just still unable to quite get this game locked up. They're right there. They've been right there several times tonight.
But credit to the Flyers being able to stick it to Colman-Egan in a game where I feel like a lot of people would say that it wouldn't be a great matchup.
Yeah, Freeman's playing a really, really nice game.
That's a yelling from both coaches right there.
There were nice defense there. Coach Flatten wants the timeout for Colman-Egan. Looks like it's going to be a full. 37-36, 4:51 to play. Colman-Egan looking to remain the only undefeated team in Class B. Freeman looking to turn some heads. Prove that they can be one of the better teams. Prove that they are one of the better teams in Class B. Prove that they don't deserve that 9 o'clock playing spot on Friday morning.
We've already seen an undefeated team fall today.
Yeah,
why not make it too?
That's right. Lyman, again, lost earlier to a Sioux City team. The boys' field, blemish on everybody's record. Freeman sitting with 2 losses. Viborg Hurley sitting with a couple losses. Number of teams sitting with 2-3 losses.
That Viborg Hurley team took a loss to Hamlin and Centerville, I believe back-to-back, and that's just losses that they don't want to take. That Hamlin team, very good A team. Centerville, a team that can really upset anybody on any given night.
I think that surprised a lot of people that Viber Hurley took that loss. There's the first lead of the night for Colman-Egan at 38-37 with 4:40 to play here in the game. Let's see how Freeman responds now. Colman-Egan's crowd getting into it. Hofer with a nice up and under, and she responds nicely. 39-38, now 4.5 to play. Peters could have picked up her 4th foul there. I don't think she did, but she was close to it. That's Quinn Meyer, the junior, connects on a three-pointer, 41-39 now.
Cross-court pass has Landis looking like Sam Darnold right there.
Hofer wants to respond, back iron, can't quite do it. Nice box out from Reef there. She's going to control the ball. 41-39 now, under 4 minutes to play. Again, Colman-Egan's got some momentum. That's going to be on the floor. 3:52 to play. Hawks lead by 2. Freeman takes advantage now. Cheddar can't get it to rattle home. Good job by Estelle there to fight for the ball. Forces the jump ball. It's going to stay Freeman ball.
Those cross-court passes have just been kind of all out of sorts tonight for Colman-Egan. There's been a lot of good ones, and there's been just as many not-so-good ones. It's a dangerous way to play basketball.
Yeah, unforced error there that they didn't need up to, looking to extend that lead. Instead, it comes back down Freeman's way and gives them a chance to tie the game or take the lead. There's Peters, forces her way inside, draws a foul. She'll go to the line. Again, very physical player in Riley Peters, the junior. 3:27 to play. Flyers trailing 39-41. Ooh. One to 2 for Peters, 41-40 lead now for Colman-Egan. Approaching 3:20 to play in the game.
Bet she wants that first one back.
Sure she does. Nice little steal there by Peters. Good hustle play by Peters, and also really nice awareness there by Landis to just let it go. Kind of close off Freeman's effort to try to recover that ball. It's going to go back Hawks' way now. 3:12 to play. Hawks leading 41-40. There's that cross-court pass again. Yeah, Flatten's gotten hot this second half. 44-40 lead now on that three-pointer. Freeman needs to respond.
It's a dangerous and rewarding way to play basketball. Get some open threes, get good looks.
Absolutely. Cadence Hofer does a good job of finding a way to score there to make it 44-42 with 2.5 to play. Feels like a game like this should go down to the wire, and that's what we're seeing here, Thor. Who's going to make the shots when it matters most? Shot clock running down for the Hawks now. Hofer disrupts the pass. 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Not much time to get something done here. Good steal by Ammon there.
Less than 2 minutes to play now. There's Aubrey Cheddar from the three-point range, and just too strong on that. She wanted that to fall. Freeman wanted that to fall. Instead, that's Quinn Meyer, gets free underneath to make it 46-42 to play with 1:44 left. Waltner for three, she wants it, she misfires as well. And a timeout, Colman-Egan. 1:25 to play, 46-42. Hawks have found their stroke, and that's resulted in a 4-point lead for them after trailing for most of this game.
I don't think either of those threes on the Flyers' end were bad shots necessarily. I just think you need to get something better in a situation like this. You're only down by 4. You have a minute left, and your defense has been incredible all game. You just need to rely on that defense and get a good shot inside.
Yeah, I sense maybe just a little bit of panic from the Flyers there, but to your point, I mean, this is a 4-point deficit is nothing in a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
Colman-Egan ball, 1:25 to play, 4-point lead. Colman-Egan fans showing some energy, bringing some noise. They like this Hawks basketball team.
And that energy is infectious.
It is, it is. Freeman does need a stop now. Landis did a good job of keeping that possession alive and finding Reef underneath, and she draws the foul, and she's going to go to the line. You know, Freeman forced them into a miss, and they just couldn't handle the rebounds, and Hawks want to make them pay. Reef misfires on that first shot.
No matter what, after this shot, it's still a 2-possession game.
I was just going to say the same thing.
And that will, I'll go the Flyers' way because it didn't hit the rim.
Freeman got lucky because looks like Landis was there to try to control that rebound.
And those 2 misses make it a lot easier. Still a 4-point game. You can just do it with some 2s instead of a 3.
Ammon will try the 3.
But a 3 will help.
Yeah, 46-45 now. Big shot for Veda Ammon. Cuts the lead to 1. Watching Freeman come down on that possession, I just thought to myself, you know, any one of these girls can probably score the ball here. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of who's going to take the good shot at the right time, and it was Veda, the senior. Again, Veda Ammon, one of 3 players averaging double figures on the season. Estelle Waltner close to that. Coach Unruh's got his whiteboard.
Expect some animation and some passion from Unruh in the next minute because he does let his emotions show pretty well.
That is who he is, and also expect. I suspect Freeman's defense is going to come out aggressive here, try to disrupt the Hawks here as they bring the ball down. Again, no reason for either of these teams to panic. There's still a lot of time left on the clock. Looks like Freeman setting up a press here.
Flyers do have 4 fouls, so any foul will result in 2 shots.
Hawks get through the press fairly easily. Flatten misses the 3. Cheddar comes away with the ball, 29 seconds to play. She's going to go in hard, and she connects with 25 to play. 47-46 now Freeman. Cheddar, no, Peters called for the foul. Unruh's hands are on his head. Is that Ammon who was called with for the foul? Looks like Freeman had that trap there. Yeah, Veda Am is going to come out.
Unfortunately, her night is over.
Her younger sister Libby comes in with 19.2 seconds to play. Landis at the line. This is who they want shooting these.
I don't think we appreciated enough how fantastic of a lay Aubrey Cheddar just put up.
It's true. She's an 8th grader. She doesn't know any better. She's just going to play fearless out there. Landis ties it up. Landis misses. 47-47, now 15 to play. Coach Unruh's going to call a timeout. What will the Flyers do? What's your crystal ball look like, Thor?
The crystal ball is telling me that they're going to get the ball to either Riley Peters or Aubrey Cheddar, and they're going to try to get the ball inside. That would be my guess. That would be what I would do if I were Coach Unruh. Coach Unruh has a lot more basketball knowledge than me, though, so I would trust him to make this decision.
Well, Freeman's going to want to play for the last shot here. I don't think they're going to want to give the Hawks the ball with any time left on the clock. So, again, I suspect they're just going to be patient here. And I very likely we're going to see some dribble penetration out of Riley Peters, try to draw some contact underneath like she does so well.
I think the good thing about this situation is that if the Flyers play their cards right, they cannot lose this game in regulation. As long as they take the last shot, it's still a tie game, even if it misses, and you add an extra 5 minutes to this game.
Absolutely.
Where you can play your game and get as many good shots as possible to win this one in overtime.
Unfortunately for the Flyers, that extra 5 minutes would be without Veda Ammon, so they're obviously very, very motivated to try to get this thing over with right now.
Yes.
15.1 seconds to play. Obviously, a shot clock is not a factor. Libby Ammon, the sophomore, is going to bring the ball in. And here we go. Oh, and it's a steal by Landis. Landis draws the contact. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2 with 10 seconds to play. Not how Freeman drew it up.
Very aggressive play by Landis pays off right there.
Yeah, she's their senior leader out there.
The junior hires in the student section making lots of noise right now. That's what we love to see.
Representing Freeman Public. Landis connects on her second one. 48-47, under 10 seconds to play now. A basket obviously wins it. Unruh called a timeout. 5.4 to play. Same scenario as before, right? Freeman's got enough time to draw something up and to try to get Peters loose inside. Maybe draw some contact, get to the line herself.
5 seconds might not feel like a lot, but it definitely is in a situation like this. You can get a good 5 dribbles down and still get a shot up.
Yep, 100%. Well, Coach Fladden over at Colman-Egan, he said this was going to be a good one.
It sure has.
Boy. Freeman animated coming out of that huddle. They've given themselves a chance to upset the number 4 team here. Can they get it done?
Getting it underneath the basket is very big for the Flyers here. You can get something inside.
That's to Waltner. That's Cheddar. Back to Riley Peters for the win. Colman-Egan survives a really, really, really good effort by Freeman. 48-47 to move to 16-0.
Wow, what a game.
What a game. Freeman drops to 11-5. Boy, I tell you what, though, Freeman proved that they can play with a really, really, really good basketball team. They didn't get the win, but this was a nice really nice effort is an understatement. But more than anything, it just gives them confidence here for the rest of the season.
Yeah, for sure. A very, even in a loss, a very tough game, very together game, and it shows what they truly can do against a good team in March.
And Freeman's got 2 tough ones to finish out the season. They go to Hanson on Tuesday, a doubleheader with the boys. And then the following week, they're going to close out the season with games against Ethan and Gay-Valvallen, two excellent teams. So we'll see how that plays out. But congratulations to Colman-Egan on a nice, hard-fought win. Congratulations to Coach Andrew and the Flyers on just a really tough battle. You showed a lot of grit and probably deserved to win, but sometimes you don't always get what you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be signing off here for Thor Onenson and Evan Waltner on the camera. I am Jeremy, and thanks for joining us on a Saturday night, and have a good, safe weekend, everybody.
Good luck with your rager.